everyone. So today we're gonna do my everything I've tried from the drugstore so far this year. I haven't tried like a ton of drugstore makeup this year, but I know it's only March and I feel like I've tried a lot, and I don't always wear that much from the drugstore. Let's just flip that minion around. I don't always wear that much from the drugstore, but I've been really loving it lately, so I kind of want to throw some drugstore products in here on my channel because I'm loving them. So yeah. Anyway, this is what I'm wearing right now. I did a chit chat get ready with me. This is slightly different from that look, but it is the Almay Pure Gold, baby. I got like 4 shadows. They're pretty much all the same color. But this is like a brown, and then you have like different formulas. There's a matte, I think this is supposed to be like a satin, and there's this shimmer and a glitter. Right now I just have this one all over, or no, that's the matte. I have this top shimmery one all over my lid, and that's pretty much all I did, just because like I took off the makeup that I did earlier and I just wanted to like film with something on. So I just did that, and it was a super easy look. But yeah, it's really nice. I was super impressed with this, and I want to check out some more of these because I was really, really impressed with this. I kind of don't want to go into too much detail about it because I just did the chit chat get ready with me. And yeah, I like this though. I think it's worth picking up. I think it was $5.99 on Ulta's website. It says $6.99, and they're buy one get one 40% off. I think at Harmon they were $5.99, and you can use your Bed Bath & Beyond coupons for that. I used this today too. This is the Wet n Wild White Raven highlighting powder, the Mega Glow highlighting powder from their Gothographic line. This, I'm trying to get lighting. I'm trying to, like, this is the only thing that I really wanted from the Gothographic line. I kind of wanted to try some of the lipsticks because I heard that they're, like, a little bit more sheer, and, they have a lot in the line, but I haven't heard that many amazing things about the line in general. But this one, like, I like their Mega Glow highlighters a lot, and this looked like the best one for my skin tone, so it's just, like, a nice little highlight. I have it on my cheeks. It doesn't look like too, like, it doesn't look like there's too much of a shift to it. Let me swatch it. I don't know if you'll be able to see the swatch. Yeah, there's a little bit of like a pink bluish shift to it, so it looks really nice. I kind of want to wear it as eyeshadow now too, because I have some bases now that I could use with this. But yeah, it's a good one, and I like Wet n Wild. They're inexpensive and they're good. This one I mentioned a lot in January, I think. This is the PS Blush Palette from Primark. So it comes with, like, these 3 I use as blushes. This one I use as a highlight. You could probably use that as a highlight, too. It reminded me of Anastasia's palette, and I knew that, like, if I saw one that didn't look totally picked over or swatched, I was gonna get one. And that's just what I did when I was at Primark, because, like, I thought this looked really good. And it was too good to pass up for, what is it, $7? Yeah, this is good. Definitely if you live near Primark, or, I don't know if you can order online from Primark in the US, but I don't know. I tried and I couldn't figure out how to do it. And but if you can find a Primark, go to a Primark, get some of their makeup. It's pretty good from what I've tried. This is the only skincare thing that I'm including in this little roundup thing. This is the e.l.f. Hydrating Bubble Mask. I only used this once. I didn't do a Mask Monday on this yet. I could, but like there's not much to it. It doesn't really bubble up on my face or anything. And I did follow the directions this time, unlike the first Mask Monday I did where I didn't have any directions to follow. I don't know if maybe I just couldn't feel it, or maybe my skin's like immune to bubbling or something. I don't know, but I did not feel bubbles really, but I did like the mask still, so yeah, and I like the packaging. It's nice and easy to get out, but kind of a gimmick for the bubbling thing, but yeah. This is the BH Cosmetics Blacklight Palette. This is one of my favorites that I've tried so far. It's got like all these nice little highlights in them. You could probably use these as eyeshadows too, or like whatever you want. I know in the Kat Von D Alchemist line, somebody put that on nail polish and it looked really cool. But yeah, this is just like a great palette. The highlights are really popping, and like they don't look like this when you put them on your cheeks, because like that looks really blue, that looks really pink, and they don't look like that. They look more like the outside packaging where it's just like a hint of blue, a hint of pink. And yeah, I think the like glowiest one in this is definitely the shade Strobe, which is kind of like just like a white, but it's like a super, super poppin' white highlight. It reminds me of the Ofra You Glow Girl highlight, which I really love. So yeah, that one's maybe a dupe for that. I don't know. I'll have to try them and see if there are some dupes. But this is like one of the best things I've tried this year so far. And I tried that like toward the end of last year, but I'm including it for this year, so just so you guys know, I'm cheating a little bit on some of these, but I'm not cheating that much. This is the L'Oreal Lumi Glotion. I like this. At first, when I tried it on, I was like, oh, I think this is gimmicky. I think I did a chit chat, get ready with me. I don't know if I ended up posting that or not, but I think I said like, oh, I don't know if this really did anything. But then throughout the day, and the more I used it, the more I realized it did really do something. And if you do like cream contouring or something, and you don't want to put like a foundation on or anything, because sometimes like when you have a lot of cream products, it can look very heavy. If you put this over it, it kind of works as a foundation. But yeah, I like this. I think that this, you know, it's good underneath foundations. I think I wore this today underneath my foundation and everything, and it's still on pretty well, and it looks glowy and like lit from within. My skin's been a little bit, I have some breakouts today, and yeah, this I think helped with, I don't know if it helped with that. It didn't make it look too bad, but I think I'm gonna kind of talk about, well, I'll talk about that now. Foundation I used with this Eco Tools blender sponge, and like I don't really know if I have a review on this yet, because I had this and I got it from Ulta in like a free gift with purchase thing. But I'm not very good with these sponges. I never have like a storage solution. This is actually from an Urban Decay palette, and I just decided to put like my sponges there, and this is the Beauty Blender Solid Cleanser I have on there. And I have a pencil sharpener for the NYX Jumbo pencils. So I didn't really think of a good storage for that before, so before I did that, I didn't really have like a storage solution for beauty blenders or anything. And I was just kind of like a mess with them, and they always ended up on the floor, and I'd find them weeks later, and it looked like they had pen on them or something, and I'm like, I don't know if this is safe to use on my face or not. So like I just kind of got rid of it because it looked a little bit too gross. Like even if I washed it, I think like there was still something off with it. So I just threw those out. Doesn't matter because I got them as a free gift with purchase anyway. So that's just kind of how I think of it, like that. And I bought that yesterday. And so far I like it, but I didn't like, well, I didn't like how it worked with the foundation that I use, because like I think today I needed a fuller coverage foundation, and that made it a little bit too dull. The full coverage foundation that I did use today is this Maybelline Superstay foundation, and it probably would have worked if I had a little bit of a fuller coverage, because I have some breakouts, my pores are like showing, and it just didn't look the greatest today. But yeah, this is a good foundation in general. I just did not like the combination today. I'll continue trying it, but yeah. But I do like this foundation. I did a full review on it already. I'm probably going to do a full review on it on my blog, the more I test it out with all these different things. But yeah, it's good so far. This is like my favorite thing of the year so far, maybe. It's the Milani Prime Light Primer. This is just like, it's a face primer. It does kind of give like a nice light to your face. A lot of primers that I like that are like more expensive, brands that I don't always necessarily want to repurchase. But this one I think has been the best one that I've tried so far, high-end or drugstore, and it just works for me. So yeah, this one I would totally recommend. We have another thing from Primark. It's a face and body highlighting cream. It's just like a liquid highlighter. It was $4.50. I kind of use it to mix in with foundations. I think I used it as like a regular highlight too, and I liked that. But yeah, this is good. Again, Primarks aren't that easy to find, but if you see it, this is a good one. Here's something that I used kind of towards the end of last year, and I like it, but I feel like I've been wearing it more like I don't know. Maybe I haven't been wearing it a whole lot this year so far. There's still quite a bit left. You don't need to use a lot of this, but anyway, this is the Physicians Formula Bright Booster. I put this on underneath primers, and it just kind of makes my face nice and hydrated, and it doesn't like... It is a bright booster. It brightens up, it hydrates your skin, and it does kind of brighten, I guess, because like your skin will look nice and hydrated. So if you put this on and then you put on a foundation, like it would look like glowy kind of. So yeah, this is good. I don't know if I like it more than the Cover FX Custom Infusion Drops, because I like mixing those in with foundations. I haven't tried doing it with this yet, so I guess I need to try it a little bit more, but so far I like it, and the packaging just makes me happy, and I like that a lot. It's an expensive product, though, for the drugstore, so keep that in mind, too, but it's good. Also from Physicians Formula, this is a healthy foundation, which I do like a lot, but I think I decided I would not repurchase this. It's easy to use because, like, I tend to like these doe foot applicators for products. I don't think that this is the best thing that you can get from the drugstore, and, like, for the price of it, you can find, like, better things that, that work a little bit better. So, like, I don't know, I like this, but it's not the best thing out there, and it is quite pricey even for the drugstore, so I don't think I would repurchase it, but I do like it, so maybe I would. I don't know. I used it a lot at the beginning of the month, or at the beginning of the year, and I haven't used it a lot since then, and yeah. This is the Makeup Revolution Luminous Gold Liquid Highlight Drops, I think they're called. This is not really a dupe for the Cover FX Custom Enhancer Drops. I think that this has a little bit more of a chunky glitter to it, so if you don't like chunky glitter, avoid this. It doesn't show up too badly, like, on your skin, like, when it's chunky, but it's different. Like, it's not enough of a difference for me to say, like, oh, this is so bad compared to the Cover FX ones, but, like, if I had tried this without trying the Cover FX ones, I would love this, and I would totally be shouting through the rooftops about it. But because I tried the Cover FX ones first, I feel like that kind of puts, like, a little bit of a damper on these, and, I don't want to totally say that, but, like, it's just not as good. It's not bad, and it's something that I still like, and I probably would purchase more, but it's not the same, and that just makes me sad because the Cover FX ones are so good, but they're so overpriced, so I would love to recommend these to you over those, but unfortunately, I just think the Cover FX ones are better. This is still good, though, so try it, but just know if you've tried the Cover FX ones already, you might be disappointed in these. I'm just saying. I'm just being totally honest. Little bit disappointing. And we have the e.l.f. Liquid Matte Lipstick. This is good. I wore this a lot last month, I think, like toward the end of last month, because I was kind of getting into a rut. Not really a rut, but I just kind of like doing like an everyday makeup routine that month. And this was kind of thrown into the mix with that. And it's a nice, comfortable formula. It's really cool color, and I like it. This is what I have on right now. It's the L'Oreal Infallible Pro Matte Gloss. I actually have a 4-pack of these, and they're good. They're, I tried them toward the end. I actually tried them in December, I guess. So, early on in December, a lot of these were, because I remember picking it up before my friend's bachelorette party because I needed some makeup for that. But, yeah, this is good. This is the color. I can't read the color name. I think this is Bare Attraction, but it's in like the tiniest print on the back of this, so it's the color that looks like this. It's a neutral color, and it was in that 4-pack that they had around the holidays. So this is good. It doesn't last all that long. It's lasted me better than I thought throughout this video, though. But I had the Maybelline Poet. It's from the Superstay line on before, which I also tried this year for the first time, but I didn't include that because I've talked about the Superstays a lot more, and that's in my purse right now, so I didn't want to get it out. But yeah, this is good, and I like it, but it doesn't last quite as long as like the Maybelline ones. But that being said, it's a lot more comfortable than those. and then most liquid lipsticks in general, so these are good. Next up, we have my BH Cosmetics palettes. I haven't used this one that much since I've gotten it, so I don't really have anything to say about this. I think when I first used it, it kind of bothered my eyes because, like, it's pretty pigmented and, like, the powdery parts, I guess, kind of got in my eyes, so I want to try this again, but I'm a little bit scared to, but I will. But yeah, this one also bothered my eyes when I first tried it, and it was probably just allergies or something at the time, but this is the Blush Neutrals, and this has been a favorite of mine recently. This has been, like, my everyday palette for this month so far, which, like, was totally unexpected. I actually have this blush on today, because I wanted, like, a nice neutrally blush, because I thought I was going to do, like, a neutrally look, then it ended up being smoky, which, if I've shown that video where I do my makeup already, then you've probably seen that, but, yeah, I like the color selection. The only thing about this is I don't think it's that versatile. I think no matter what, like, shadows I use in this, I kind of get the same looks with it. It's just, you know, it's a nice look, but it's all kind of the same, and that's sort of a problem that, like, I noticed recently. But also I'm kind of, like, gravitating towards the same shades, too. Like, I think I've used this in every look, because that's really the only, like, blushed shade. And then, like, I've used, like, the golds here, so, like, a lot of the shades themselves are similar, but yeah, it's just kind of a neutral palette where you can get a lot of the same looks with this. And I don't think, like, at first I thought this would be, like, a really nice, like, travel palette, but first of all, the packaging kind of sucks for travel. It's bulky, and it's also not that sturdy. And, like, if you were traveling for a long time, I think you would get bored with this just because you get the same look. It might be good because, like, lately I've been liking sort of everyday type looks where it's the same every day, but it might get boring after a while with just this. So that's just my thoughts on that. And the NYX Jumbo Pencils. These I've been obsessed with recently. I mentioned this Milk one a few times before. This is an older one, but I just got these yesterday. And today, actually right now, I have Yogurt on, and I put it on all over the lid as, like, a primer. And yeah, I really liked how that looked. And I actually did use these two. This is French fries and this is black bean. I use those also. I put French fries on my lower lash line, and I used black bean kind of in the outer corner to smudge out. And I used it, like, on the top of my lashes. And this one was a little bit trickier to use than anything else just because it is black. It is very pigmented. And it's creamy, so it kind of made it a little bit messy. I don't think I was supposed to use it the way that I did, but it did work. And once I cleaned it all up, it was fine. But yeah, it's just something to kind of keep track of. And this I'm going to use on St. Patrick's Day. I'm excited about it. This is Rocky Mountain Green, and it's green. And last but not least, this is the Milani Amore Shine liquid lipstick. I really liked this. This is like a glossy liquid lipstick, and it lasts for a long time, and it's nice, and I like it a lot. I also did get a Milani Color Harmony blush that I used this year for the first time, I think. But I don't know where that is. I think it's in, like, a blush drawer that I have, like, on top of my desk, but I don't have it out right now, and I liked that a lot. I think I talked about that a lot, and I used it in different looks, so, you know, I feel like I've mentioned that a bunch of times, but I did do a blog post on 5 Milani products that I had tried recently. I think it was 5. It might have been different, but I did, like, a Milani, like, review, and I included the Color Harmony blush and this. So I'll put that in the links down below because that was on my blog. But yeah, I hope you guys liked this video. I hope you found it fun and helpful. And check out your drugstores because some of these are pretty awesome. Bye.